I think we are live. Perfect afternoon, folks. Morning, afternoon, evening, depending on what time you're watching this live stream. Welcome to another edition of the Async API community meeting. My name is Tuli. I'll be a timekeeper today. We have I think 4 minutes before we start. So today I'm joined by Shreya. Hi Shreya, how are you doing?
Hi, Julie. I'm doing good. What about you?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. It's a lovely. Is it Tuesday or Wednesday? I don't know. I feel like my life is so hectic now. Is it Tuesday, right, today?
Yes. It
Cheers.
is Tuesday.
It seems like I can't wait for the week to be over. All right. Thank you so much for joining, Shreya. We've got, is it Kishan? Hi, Kishan. How are you doing? Okay.
I'm doing good. Thank you for asking.
Awesome. Thank you so much for joining. And we've got Ace. Hey, Ace. How are you doing? Okay, I can see an emoji. I guess you're doing well. And we've got Om. Hi, Om. How are you doing?
Hello, doing good.
Thank you so much for joining. All right. I think I don't know. We still have a few more minutes, but in the meantime, I will just say my agenda, of which I need to find. I don't know. Zoom updated their interface, so I'm not sure. Okay. Um. Okay. Um. All right. Please let me know if you can see my screen. Wow, Zoom has some new interface that I'm struggling to see what is going on. But is my screen visible? Can you see like the meeting agenda? Awesome. That's great. Okay. All right, so today we have a few items on the agenda. So we've got the community meeting agenda. If you were here last 2 weeks, we have some items that were still pending for discussion. So we'll be continuing some of the items today. Then the next item will be from the Async API design, and Maya has a discussion on research. I think also some website maintainers should be joining us later today to also discuss this. Then finally, we'll have Anushka joining us later on to also share some items from the conference website. So those are the items that we have today. So we still have one more minute to get started. Let me see who we have on YouTube. Hi, Payal. Thank you so much for joining over YouTube. All right, so it's 5 past. I guess we can get started. So the first item that I have on my agenda is the establishment of the advisory board and to also explain what the purpose of the board is. So we spoke last 2 weeks, not last week. Last 2 weeks we had a discussion on alignment with community goals and also when it comes to also the maintainers and the mentors that we need alignment. So one thing we spoke about was the projects, like when we're submitting projects we need to have alignment and maintainership in mind. So part of it, to help us align with these goals, was to establish an advisory board that will help us choose projects that qualify for any program, be it GSOC, GSOT, or Async API maintainership. But definitely we will start with the Async API maintainership. So there will be like a liaison between the projects. They'll also look at the community goals to say that if these projects, when we are saying that we want to push maintainership, what do we mean? And to make sure that the projects that are being submitted actually are serving what the community needs, which is maintainership and the growth of maintainers in the project. So that is where the advisory board comes in. So this is the purpose of the advisory board, like to select projects based on the community goals. They will oversee if the projects that are being submitted by the maintainers for the mentorship align with the goals for the community when it comes to maintainership. So that will be the first. Then secondly, definitely it will be also maybe to also ease some of the work that the mentors have to go through reviewing proposals as well. So they'll also play a part in doing that as well. And finally, once we have the Async API grant program, they will also be able to help us like choose the right projects that qualify for the grant based on the guidelines that we will have later on. So that is the whole purpose of the board. I know Ace is here. I don't know. You're the one leading the maintainership. I don't know if you have anything to add apart from the items that I have. All good. Awesome. So definitely, I think the next I follow up for this is like to create a discussion on how who elects the board, how many people, definitely to be an odd number, like how we have with code of conduct, and see how many people we will have on the board. So definitely, I think a follow-up issue needs to be done, like on how we can establish the board and the requirements. Definitely, maybe with some of the members that are in TSC. I'm not sure, but definitely we need to have a follow-up discussion and also share it with the community and see how we can structure the board and have it ready maybe before we have our maintainership program. So that is one item that I have in regards to the advisory board. I don't know if there's anyone who has any questions. Any questions? Does anyone need some clarity? I guess not. Um, awesome. That's cool. All right. So the next item is to formalize the rule to participate in one program at a time. Be it bounty, be it mentorship, maintainership, GSOT, because it currently exists as a general recommendation since 2023, of which new community members are not aware, thus leading to clashes. So we had a rule. It was just a suggestion. We just put it out because from the maintainers, from the mentors' recommendation as well, that if you are participating under the bounty program, then you do not qualify to participate in mentorship or maintainership or GSOC. So now we need to finalize this as a rule because most people are not aware. Sometimes somebody is doing bounty and yet they're doing mentorship. So it's time to formalize it as a role that you need to participate at one program at a time. So if you're doing bounty, it's bounty. If you are doing mentorship, you should be doing mentorship. Then you don't qualify for bounty. If you're doing GSOC, you don't qualify for maintainership. So I don't know if there's anybody who has any objections. I vote for it. I agree that we need to have it formalized. Although I thought it was formalized, I think it's time like we put it on the rules. for the boundary rules. I don't know. Does anybody have any thoughts on this? I can pick somebody from the list of participants that are here. So you don't want me to pick you. So does anybody agree or disagree with this? If you agree, just say you agree. If you have questions that there's some conflict of interest, maybe you feel like it's a strict rule, you can state why we shouldn't formalize this rule. If you feel like no, it's too strict, just let us know. Okay. I'm seeing a lot of total agree on the chat, so I guess we're good. So definitely we need to update the boundary rules and also formalize the rule that says if you are participating in Bounty, you don't qualify for any other AsyncAPI program. If you are participating in mentorship, you don't qualify for Bounty. And if you're doing GSOC, no Bounty for you. I'm not sure if the same will apply to mentors. But yeah, I don't know. But yeah, definitely if you are participating as a Bounty participant, then one program at a time. So I think that will be all from my end from the community side, unless there is some questions that somebody needs me to answer. Let me check on YouTube. Okay. There is no questions over there. Okay, let me check on the chat. Okay. No questions so far. All right then. I think that'll be all. So just to finalize the agenda from the community side, the first one is to establish the advisory board that will serve as people that will review projects for our in-house maintainership or extend it also to the projects and to the grant program, making sure that whatever projects that are being submitted align with the community goals, especially when it comes to the goals of maintainership and increasing maintainers. Then the second item is to formalize the rule that a person can participate at one program at a time, be it bounty, be it maintainership, be it mentorship, GSOC or GSOD. So if you're participating in one of these programs, you don't qualify to do bounty. Or if you're currently doing bounty, you don't qualify for GSOC or maintainership or mentorship. All right. I think I will hand it over to Maya. Maya, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah. Good afternoon. Hi everyone. Good afternoon. This is Maya, the design maintainer and also a member of the Code of Conduct Committee. So on my agenda, I have the research discussion on the AsyncAPI tools. I know there have been questions from the community manager, from the bounty coordinator, from Akshat, the website maintainer, on the goals for the research. What exactly is the research trying to do? So I'm trying to share my screen. Okay.
What do you say, Maya?
I'm trying to share my screen. I just want to show it's working.
No, I'm sharing the agenda. Do you need me to share something?
Oh yeah, please, thank you. The tool page, the issue page.
Okay, the issue page. Got it.
Thank you. So basically, the primary goal of the research is to understand how users are interacting with the AsyncAPI tools, to identify areas for improvements, and also specifically to open doors and more opportunities for designers and researchers to contribute to open source. So as I've said, some of the goals we intend to achieve with this project, because I intend to make it a collaborative research project. And as you can see, the discussion has been ongoing for about 3 years now. I added the scope to it. The scope, could you scroll down a little bit? Silly? Yeah. I added this scope to segment the issue, like to create sub issues under them so that it will be like easy to follow and easy to follow, right? So our goal is to improve developer experience, to identify the pain points in the Async API tools, like understand how users adopt and integrate the Async API tools into their workflow, to gather feedback through usability study, documentation on how efficient and effective the tools are. Like, what are they using these tools for? How can we help? How can we make it better for them? The user experience part. And for the bounty, could you scroll down? So what I did basically for the scope was to um, combine issues that are like, for example, we have research, we have documentation, and we have design and implementation. So what I did was like, I think we have like 12 issues for the scope, right? So um I combined issues that are like together under research and planning. I intend to do that. The thing is, you are going to interview users from different communities, from different companies, to understand their pain point, their frustrations. So how are you using Async API tools? How can we make the experience better for you? How can we do this? How can we do that? Then number two, this one, the conduct usability test and data analysis will be done by somebody else in the community that intend to work on it. So we are going to conduct usability testing as well as analyze the data, which will be used by the community as well, on how Async API tools are being used. Then the third thing is the research. We are going to design the research page and implementation. And I noticed that the bounty coordinator mentioned the research and the implementation were not supposed to be merged together. Well, yeah, he's right. So now the thing is, we only have the research part, the research page part, then implementation will be done maybe in another bounty quarter. But basically, that is what the research is all about. Um, Thank you. Do you have any
All
question?
right. Yeah, I think I did ask some questions, but like the first thing is, yes, the issue has been there for 3 years, but currently with now the scope has actually changed and there's been some efforts that were done by the developer experience working group. And
Mhm.
the first question will be, which part of the goals is this research saving for the community goals? Is it to increase? I'm not sure if you could explain that one, like which part of the community goals will the research serve?
Okay, so this research basically is to support the improving developer experience in the community and the adoption of Async API. So we want more adopters, right, for the Async API tools. Then we need to know from the existing adopters, from the existing people that are using it, how are they using this? How can we make it better for them? What are their pains? What are their frustrations? So basically, it is to improve the developer experience, as I've said, and the adoption of Async API tools.
Okay, but okay, after increasing, like, are you planning to increase like the maintainers, the adopters? Because still we have community goals. I understand that we need a research because it's the same thing like with the website maintainers that we're asking, like currently, which goals is it serving? Number one. Number two, have you had a look at what the developer experience group have done? Because I remember there's been some efforts that have been done towards that. And I know with the marketing working group, there's some efforts to increase. Have you also collaborated or spoke with them? And even the tooling maintainers, have you also spoken with them as well in participating in this research? Because when you are speaking about like adoption, is something that involves like a lot of people from community, from marketing, even the maintainers and the tooling maintainers themselves. So have you spoken to them about it? Because this research needs to be updated because it's from 3 years and the goals have shifted from what we had, and some of it has been done already. So this is where the whole this back and forth discussion is currently happening. So if you could really touch on it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, regarding that, I haven't spoken with them yet, but I'm going to look into that and I will ensure that what we are doing is not like a duplicate of what they have already done. As we have mentioned, it's for 3 years, that's been ongoing for 3 years. Let's say, for example, some of it has been done. We are not going to like duplicate that and do that again. But for example, if there are other gaps that still need to be filled, then we can work on that. But definitely, I'll reach out to the marketing and the tooling maintainer. I'm already working on reaching out to the tooling maintainer. I think I reached out to one person today. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here to receive feedback from the person.
Okay. My suggestion like now is to actually open this discussion and like I think is to update this 3 year discussion and update it to what we are currently doing and also focusing on the community goals because I think that's
Okay.
where the whole questions are because as it is right now, if you push this for bounty, still is there's a lot of questions, like there's a lot of I'm not sure how to put it. There's a lot of missing components that needs to be addressed. Even like for the website maintainers, they're still asking how is it going to benefit them. So everything needs to be really detailed and involve the whole community. And also like include some like marketing. They have their own goals. So some of
Mhm.
it is intertwined with them as well. So you need to involve like the whole community into the discussion before you press forward with the research because like for me for instance we have already some ongoing efforts like from the community report like to measure the adoption. I know developer experience working group has done it, so if you want to push it maybe we can also put it under there, but I can like tell you what is the community goal trying to achieve. So it's the same thing that I want to explain. Like, I think it's best to update this current discussion, make it like a
Okay.
community-wide discussion, bring in everybody, bring in the marketing, bring community, bring the maintainers themselves, the people who are developing tooling themselves, website maintainers, since they're the ones, since this way the research and the implementation is happening, they need also to be involved in that. So that is my suggestion on that. So it's the same thing that Ash asked. So I think we should start from there, Maya. I don't know if there's anybody who has different thoughts. Ace, Ayush, I think you are both here. Bami as well. You are also here. Any thoughts on this?
Uh, well, I lost you for a bit, but from the previous conversation, I think majorly anything that is coming from the design working group should be something that is in alignment to the general community working group for 2025, especially if we are
Mhm.
executing any of those things for 2025. So I think that's my thought on that.
All right. Ace is saying I agree with you. I don't know which point. I think I mentioned a lot of points, but yeah, I think we can start from there because it's only a few of us who are here. Still, we still need to have like the website maintainers involved, tooling maintainers involved, marketing involved because they are working on some of the efforts like to grow. Users as well. So definitely Bami needs to align also with the marketing goals. Definitely me, like I said, which goals is it serving for the community as well. So definitely we need to like have an updated discussion of this, not the 3 year one, no. Create an updated version and
Yeah.
detail and include everybody into the discussion before we push it for bounty. So that's my thoughts. I'm not sure. Siraj has raised his a hand.
I think someone is raising up.
Yeah.
Um,
Is it Suraj? You raised your hand?
Yeah, ma'am. Hello, ma'am. How are you?
Mm-hmm. I'm doing
Ma'am, I
well.
want to ask. I want to ask what are the good tips to be in that particular time, critical time, to be in G-Shock. Am I audible?
Okay, so yeah, we are not discussing anything GSOC. If you want to discuss or have any question on GSOC, Ace is hosting a call on Friday. I'm not sure the time, but please go check on the mentorship channel. You will see the details on the call. That's where you'll be answering any questions in regards to GSOC. But for now, this is a community working group meeting.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
All right. Maya, anything else from your side?
and no, thank you. Thanks for the suggestion. I'm going to work on that and create the. Thanks, everyone.
Well, thank you so much, Maya. All right. Moving right along, Anushka, are you here?
Yeah, I hope I'm audible and visible.
Visible, no? Oh yeah, I think I can
Oh,
see you. Yes.
so hello everyone. How's everyone doing? How are you, Tuli? How has the day been for you?
Yeah, the head day has been good. I hope yours has been the same as well.
Yes, a long one, indeed. It's almost 9 for me, so just had dinner and now all set for dropping down some very cool announcements. Can't wait to get started. So let's see what do we have on agenda for us. The first things first is the Singapore conference speakers are confirmed. So they are all locked and loaded, and the Singapore AsyncAPI conference is the closest we have now. So like literally next month. So like you have to pack your bags and be ready. We've got such amazing innovation rock stars there. Like a brilliant lineup of all the tech titans. We have Hugo, and we have Naresh. We have very own Lucas, who is the Async API OG, and we have Ankit. So shout out to all of these, and we all really can't wait to have you at the Async API conference in Singapore. So be ready to join the fun. And next is yeah. So you can see so many cool venues out there for the Async API conferences that we have planned for 2025. And we are very pleased to inform you that that sounds quite formal, right? But this is not a notice. This is an opportunity for you to to submit to submit your talks for our Munich edition because the deadline is 11th May and we don't want to miss any of your amazing tech insights on asynchronous APIs or on different domains in API technologies. You can just show your expertise. You can tell us your journey and um, just hurry up because yeah, who would want to miss the Munich edition of Async API conference, right? And next, Tuli, can you please take us back to that conference website once, please? Yeah, so in the venue drop down, what do we see? Like, surprise, surprise, surprise. What is it? What could it be? Um, a beach, some hills, or a rare planet in the outer space, some other galaxy. What do you think? I really think
Yeah.
that this should be taken up by Tuli, none other than Tuli, because she is the one who knows the surprise. So Truly.
Actually, I've changed my mind. I'm not telling anybody the same price today. Tune in
Oh.
for the next community meeting in 2 weeks. I mean, so far, I mean, who can guess, right? Let me see if there's
Yeah, no
any
one can.
guesses. I
Yeah,
mean,
please
like,
drop
what
down
is
your
the whole point of
guesses.
a
Should I dr-
surprise
should
if
I
you can?
guess?
Yeah, Bami, no, you
India.
can keep quiet. No, thank you. I don't want to hear anything from you.
Whoa, did
Who
we get a
else? No,
spoiler?
apart from Bami and Ace, I wanted some new people to guess. I know people were saying some Madrid somewhere, but I said looks can be deceiving. What you think might not be it, but yeah, let me see in the comments. It seems like India is popular.
Yes, we are. We're popular
Yes.
everywhere.
Yes. Yes, we'll be removing it. Yes, as soon as the call is over, the surprise page will be removed with the updated version of the venue. So that will be done very after the call. So yeah, just to mention one thing before I share the surprise. Munich, please submit your CFP because actually half of the agenda is already full. So it's more first come, first serve. So if you submit your CFP late, as I said, the agenda is almost halfway done. We have been receiving already submissions, but until May 11th, you still have a chance. So if you don't make it this year, competition is tight. We're receiving amazing speakers. So the moment the CFP is open on the conference website, please make sure you submit your talk. And yeah, so please make sure you submit your talk. If your talk is not selected, we still have the online conference. We still have other venues as well. Please don't be discouraged. This year we have some few slots. We have half-day slots on some venues. So if you don't make it, please submit on the next venue, or you can also book your spot for the online conference, which is guaranteed, by the way. So I just want to encourage everybody out there, if your talk doesn't make it to one of the venues, please don't be angry, don't be disappointed. Keep trying. You can move it to another venue, or we have a spot for you on the online conference. So definitely, as I mentioned, Munich is already halfway done. So don't forget, the moment the announcement is ready, please click on submit and submit your CFP. But yes, you still have until May 11th. So you still have time. All right, so the surprise conference. But like I said, should I really reveal it? Oh, anyways, yeah. We'll be coming to Bengaluru, India on the 8th and the 9th of October. So, yes. Thanks. Shout out to the folks at Spec Martic and API Days. Thank you so much, Harry and Arish. And yes, we'll be coming to Bengaluru in October. So I can't wait to see you. I'm in Bengaluru. I know when I announced the venues earlier this year, many were so disappointed. So as I said, start preparing. For you submit your talks. As you know, competition is tight this year, so the sooner you start crafting your proposals, the better. And make sure you stay tuned on the conference website for any announcements on the working group and marketing as well, promotions as well, so you don't want to miss anything. So if you have been a mentee, a maintainer, you know everything you like to share to the AsyncAPI audience, please make sure you book the date. 8th and the 9th of October, AsyncAPI Conf is coming to Bengaluru. More details will be shared. So I hope I get to see you all. I know I'm just looking forward. Some of you missed me. So definitely I hope to see you again this year. So yeah, that's all I have. So that is the surprise location that we have. So yeah, I don't know. Does anybody have any questions? Oh, everybody's so excited. Everybody's so excited. All right.
Yes, I
Definitely.
am
Okay.
Best
very
surprise of the year.
excited.
Uh, yeah, Maya,
I said, yeah, I'm very excited about India.
are you also going, right?
I don't know yet.
Yeah,
I'd love to
awesome.
be there. Yeah.
Awesome. All right, so I don't usually do this, but we have like a few more minutes. Bonnie, are you there with your list, or should we call it a day? I mean,
I mean, it's not so much. It's
I
not so
mean, you know, I
much.
would.
I think the person I
We can call
actually
it a
want.
day, right?
It's still same old. I thought there would like be a progress by now because I
Mm-hmm.
was in Ashmit, the website maintainer will be on this call, or is he?
No, Ashmit is not here.
No, it's
Okay.
not here.
So I think that is the person I want to pick a bone with because that's blog I've been sitting there for over 3 weeks now. So I just wanted like an update, like I thought it was gonna be a so I can hold him responsible on life.
Which blog are you talking about? Because I'm the blog
The
maintainer,
Ashmit,
right?
yes. Yeah, he has
Which
still not
Ashmit are you?
now I'm talking about
Ashmit or Akshat?
is it Akshat? Oh
Yeah.
Jesus. I mean the website maintainer.
Yeah, I mean, is there a blocker? I mean, I didn't get notifications. I think I might missed it because I have a lot of notifications on GitHub. But yeah, if it's for a review, just ping it on the website. If it's been sitting there for 3 weeks, just ping us on the website so that we can review.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Okay. And the community spotlight update.
Oh yeah, I mean that's it's part of it. The blog is the most important one because that was supposed to be like a launch for the community spotlight, and
Mm-hmm.
like I said, it has been sitting there for like 3 weeks now, and then I got all the suggestions from you all, so yes, we are moving forward with that, and thank you all for the names that you have dropped so far.
Awesome. Yeah, on behalf of website, things are hectic on the website, so please be patient with the website maintainers as well. I do understand what's currently going on, so just ping on the website channel if it's taking too long. So I do apologize on their behalf, and I'll also review because I'm part of the maintainers for blogs as well. So just ping us as well. All
Okay,
right.
that
All right. I think today's call, we can wrap up today's call. I'm so happy because we have a workshop in an hour's time. So at what is the time in UTC? Uh, is it 5 p.m. UTC? So please make sure you join us on YouTube. I will drop the links as well. So we'll be having Eduardo hosting a workshop. So please make sure you join us in an hour's time, and looking forward to seeing you all. And with that being said, just to wrap up some items that have been discussed in today's call. The first one will be the establishment of the advisory board, and the second one will be to formalize the bounty rule, like a person should participate in one program at a time. So if it means that you're participating in bounty, you are not allowed to participate in mentorship, GSOC. The same applies with GSOC. You're not allowed to participate in bounties. Same with maintainership. You're not allowed to participate in bounty as well. And also Maya touched on the research on async API tools, and please look forward for the discussion once it's out, and share your input once it's out. This is a community-wide discussion that needs everybody's involvement, so make sure once it's out you join in. Then we have Singapore speakers confirmed, so in the coming weeks, we'll be updating the agenda. So make sure you look forward to the agenda, and also we'll be sharing some ticket details as well. But definitely, we're looking forward to our first conference of the year, and that is in Singapore. And also, call for speakers for Munich is out on the from now until the May 11th. And also, maybe sometime after next week, we'll be opening up for Lagos as well. So make sure you keep an eye out on the conference website and then the conference Wiki group channels for announcements. And finally, on the conference, we're coming to Bengaluru on the 8th and the 9th of October. So hopefully to see some of you. I'll be definitely be there. Yeah, I'm manifesting to be there, so I can't wait to be back in Bangalore as well. And we have community spotlight as well. Bami is working on an amazing initiative to spotlight some of the community members. So there will be blogs coming out every month. I'm spotlighting a community member. So something that I'm looking forward to reading, seeing some of the amazing work some of the community members are doing. Then yeah, please make sure you join us in an hour's time for the workshop. Then next meeting will be same time, same place on the 25th of March at 3 p.m. UCT. So I'll share the link on the announcement channel and as well on updated here on this issue. So if you have your agenda items, start pushing them, and hopefully to see you in 2 weeks time. Thank you so much. Oh, you raised your hand.
Yes, just a quick question. Is there any uh, section where the issues or features that are currently in pipeline discussed? Is there any Slack channel or a GitHub discussion?
I didn't quite
Hello?
get that. Um,
Can you hear me?
yes, I can hear you now.
Okay. So is there any section or like a Slack channel where the issues or features that are in pipeline, like in works for website or conference website discussed or uh, like what? How can I put it? Like, do
Mm-hmm.
you get?
Yes. Anushka Olomide, you want to answer that?
Is there any particular Slack channel where the features are discussed first and then implemented?
Which repo are you talking about? For the website?
Both conference and the official website. Like there is one for conference website that is the ACE opened that discussion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Uh,
First thing
is
would
there?
be best to join the channel
Yeah, yeah.
number 11, contributing.
Yes.
And others you can join as you like. If you want to know about what are the updates going on in generator repo, so you can join the generator channel and so on.
Oh, okay. Mm, that's all.
Does that answer your question, Om?
Yes, yes. There are particular Slack channels for particular issues, right? Like
Okay.
website Slack for website.
Yeah, for website, you have to look for the discussions that happen on the website repo or on the channel. Then for conference website, definitely it will be the conference repo. And sometimes when we need contributors to come contribute, Anushka and Olomide will share some of the issues that we need. And definitely either Ace, me, Maya, or Ashmit can also share on the discussions where we need like feature changes as well. So definitely keep an eye on those two platforms. If not on the working group on Slack, Anushka and Olomide will be sharing some items from the working group board. If not, definitely either me, Ace, Maya, or Ashmit can share some updates as well. So those are the two platforms that I can share and that I can say that this is where majority of the discussions happen, but definitely on GitHub as well. All
Oh, okay.
right. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining me today. And I really appreciate you. I was not alone today. And yeah, let's call it a day and let's see each other in 2 weeks. Same time. Thank you, Shreya, Nushka, Olomide, Payal, Bami, Kishan, Ace, Ayush, Jaishre, and there's one more person missing here. And Lungu or Andre. Thank you so much for joining, and everybody on YouTube, and depending on the time you're watching. And if you have any questions, you can just ping me on Slack. And with that being said, thank you so much and have a lovely day, morning, or afternoon, depending where you are. Bye, everybody.
Thank you so much. Bye.
I entered a little bit late. Okay. Uh, can you do you have a minute for some questions, please?
Hi, is it related to the conference working group?
I don't think so. I was searching for a community for a few weeks, and I found AsyncAPI. It's my first time contributing to an open source project, and I would like to get involved more. And yeah, I found that uh, spamming the community doesn't help, and I would like to know how can I get involved. What should I do as first steps?
Okay, so are you on the AsyncAPI Slack?
Yes.
Okay, definitely. Can you ping Tuli Black? Is it Tuli? Can you ping Tuli? Sorry. Can you ping Tuli? Then I will share some of the pinned tweets that we have on Slack. Just follow the guidelines, and when you join Slack, you will get a message from Gridbot that has all the onboarding materials that you need to get started, and make sure you follow all the guidelines and join the relevant channels. But if you're struggling, just send me a message. I will point you out to those resources.
Okay. I find quite a little bit, I don't know, confusing this Slack app. I never been on it, and I choose a project I want to contribute to, but I don't find the related channel. It's about that UI component library, if you know what I'm referring to.
No, I'm not aware, but yeah, please send me a message on Slack because the meeting is a separate discussion from this.
Okay. So should I ping you on Slack and
on Slack?
Okay, okay.
All right. Thank you
Should I
so
give
much.
you a direct message or should I ping you in a public channel?
You can just ping me on direct message, then I'll point you out where you get your resources.
Okay, thank you so much.